The Jewish holiday Passover began last week and runs through Thursday.
Yeah, the holiday is observed with a special feast for families, friends, and communities. And one local deli wants to help provide that food so you don't have to cook it yourself. So Ian is our man. He's out at Mile Deli to talk about all this food and what the holiday means. And that's one of our fave places for sure.
Oh, it's a great spot. We're going to take you to New York City. There's a Brooklyn Bridge right behind me, obviously. This famous photo of the guys piecing together the one of the greatest cities in the world. And that's kind of where Josh and his family, excuse me, hail from. Your grandparents originally from New York City. My dad from Queens, your family from Brooklyn. Yeah. So in another life, we would have been brothers.
We still are.
Oh, we still are. There you go. You're my Hebrew, as I say.
Hebrew, I love it, man. I love it. I'll keep that forever.
Most people have done their Seders. Maybe some folks got busy, they didn't get to it, and maybe they just don't want to cook. You guys are here to kind of indulge in the Passover traditions when it comes to food. So what are we talking? This beautiful spread here.
Thank you. It's Miracle Mile to the rescue.
Right, yes, right.
So it doesn't matter if you're having a party for 12 or more, or if you're just wanting to come in solo and celebrate. By all means, we've got something for everyone. Obviously, the matzah ball is the focal point in the matzah of Passover. We have our Passover special here, which Arnold is focusing on right now, which is a nice plate of brisket, some veggies, a cup of matzah ball soup, and a matzah cracker. It's $19.50. We're serving it all through the end of tomorrow. So when Passover ends tomorrow, the special will end. And then if you want to do absolutely nothing and host a party for a Passover Seder, for example, we've got our family 4-pack here, which is 2 pounds of brisket. You get 4 matzah crackers. You get a pan of veggies, some fingerling potatoes as well, sauteed with peppers and onions, and then a quart of matzah ball soup, which in our business here has 4 matzah balls and then some broth as well. So it's a little bit of something for everybody for sure.
Absolutely. Very traditional items here. Obviously, the matzah represents the unleavened bread here. The Jews had a race out of Egypt.
Correct.
Pharaoh was chasing them on their tails. They just had to get going. Matzah balls, what are they made of? So for people who've never had matzah ball soup, what is in a matzah ball?
So a matzah ball is essentially grinded up matzah crackers. So they're very fine. Think of it as like very finely crumbs. And then we mix that with seltzer water, some oil, and eggs. And then we mix that all together. You refrigerate it for about an hour. You pull it out, and then you can really get the kids involved. It's really a fun family activity too. Yeah. And you can make any size matzo ball you want, and then you can throw that in boiling water for about 40 minutes, and then in a little bit of time, you get these awesome matzo balls that are nice and fluffy.
Yeah,
they go great in some chicken broth.
Yeah, there you go, exactly. So that's what the inside looks like if you've never ever seen an inside of a matzah ball. Brisket, a hugely traditional dish. Is there any way you guys cook that or handle that here at the deli?
So that's a great question, Ian. So our brisket is simmered low and slow for about 6 hours. It's oven roasted, so it's very nice. And then it sits in au jus and marinates for another 4 hours before we even open the doors. So it's very nice and tender, very juicy. Everybody really enjoys the brisket, especially during this time of year. And once again, it's nicely accompanied by a plate of veggies or potatoes and a matzah ball. You know, you can just have it all right here at Miracle Mile.
I love it, because if you didn't, let's say you didn't make it to synagogue or you didn't do a Seder, food is like the great divide. For me, it ties into my Jewish traditions as a family, and my mom, God rest her soul, is not with us anymore. She used to do all the cooking, and my dad's like, I'm not doing that. So this would be like a perfect thing for him.
Awesome.
And just seeing all of this reminds me of my childhood. Do people come in and talk about food in that way as far as culture and memories and growing up?
Absolutely. And I think that's the fun part about being a business that's 74 years old here in the Valley, is that everybody has a fun story to share about their childhood. And then some of them really do have important memories that they've shared here at Miracle Mile with their family. So it's pretty cool to hear those stories and to really focus on that importance of the family traditions that they do have, especially this time of year as we take a moment to pause and reflect on our history.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you. In 10 seconds, you got something coming up in May.
Yeah, we have our Miracle Mile Deli Day coming up May 10th.
May 10th.
Yep. So
come back here
May 10th.
Giveaways, stuff like that. Lots of great food. Any time of the year. Doesn't even have to be Passover, but I got to get to eating some matzo ball soup because I've kind of been a bad Jew this year, and I didn't do a Seder, so this is going to have to count. If you're watching, Rabbi, or God.
L'chaim.
L'chaim. I'm going to get points for this, right?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, that food is so yummy. Tell Josh we said hey.
Yes.